What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. It's Tuesday, July 23rd. It's just after 11 a.m. Awesome morning this morning. We had so many great stocks gapping up this morning pre-market. Had a lot of stocks on the back burner. Let's jump into it. First one I want to talk about here is CHMA. CHMA came out with positive phase 3 results. It has a float of 29.8 million. Its average true range is 42 cents. I was keeping an eye on this right when the market opened. So how I have it set up is before the market opens, I always try to pick out at least 3 or 4 stocks to keep an eye on. I have 4 different charts up. So CHMA was on one of my charts. I was watching it and watching it. It was hitting a range here pre-market of $8.20 all the way down to the $7.30 level right here. So market opens. This pops up to the VWAP and slams down here to $7.30. Just kept coming down to it. So much selling was going on the tape. I'm talking huge selling. I'm seeing orders for 5,000, 12,000, 8,000, 2,000 selling on the tape. And I've seen this before, and I want to tell you guys, this is the importance of being here every single day, taking notes, remembering what you're seeing, because it will happen again in the future. And I was able to capitalize on this play because it reminded me of a stock that happened in the future or the past. So much selling going on the tape here. CHMA at $7.25 just could not break through it. So what does that tell me? That there is a big buyer holding this thing up, just soaking up all the selling. They could not break it down below. I took a position on CHMA. Let me get my thing here. I got in at $7.37. So I got in right here in this area. Stock pops up to $7.60, pulls back, forms a higher low, and then out of nowhere, it even surprised me. This thing just exploded from $7.40 all the way up to $9.27. I thought this thing was going to get halted for sure, but it didn't, and I sold it, and I was able to make a profit of over $500 in 5 minutes, guys. All just from remembering a pattern that I've seen in the past, and I've made it my own. That's what it's all about. And just to show you guys, right here, CHMA, I made $513. I got in at $9.38 with only 300 shares at $7.37. And then I sold the 300 shares at $9.44 at $9.08. Right up here. Pretty much at the top. I played this so perfectly. So perfectly. I let it run and run and run and run. And like I said, I thought it was going to run into a halt, but it didn't. So I'm glad I sold it at $9. And then this thing sold all the way back down. Just kept trickling down and down and down and down and down and down. It did look like it wanted to try to bounce right here, which is also where the pre-market highs were. So I was watching it as well at this 825 level, but it fell right below it, and it came all the way down. And you can look at right here, before this wedge, this came all the way back down to the area it broke out from. at $7.60. And from $7.60, this popped back up over VWAP at $8, was holding VWAP right there at $8, a mental area. And from $8, this surged all the way up to $8.50 and then grinded all the way up to $9. And then after it topped out there at $9, came back down to $8.30, popped up to $8.50, and it just slowly just trickled away, decaying and decaying and decaying, making lower highs and lower lows on its way down. It did look like it was trying to form a support here at $8, but it just fell right through it right here. So you just gotta tell yourself, I did a really good job. I'm proud of myself with this thing, because when this thing exploded, I knew emotions was going to trigger with a lot of traders. A lot of stocks gapped up pre-market, and almost all of them sold off and failed right at the market open. So I know a lot of traders probably chased this big spike right here and just got slaughtered trying to predict where it was going to bounce at on this way down. And it pulled all the way back down from $9.20 all the way down to $7.72. And then they bounced it all the way up. So to me, this was an A-plus trade. I've seen this setup and this trade happen before. And this is why I say staying in every single weekend, dedicating the time, putting the time in, and just studying charts, because history will repeat itself. The more time you put into this and study your butt off, the more it's going to pay down the road. So awesome job on CHMA. And it's also got a heavier float as well. It's not a bigger, lower float stock that I usually like to play. The float is almost 30 million. So nice play today on CHMA. And then the next big one was RLGY. RLGY comes out with news today that it's teamed with Amazon. Hold on. I gotta look at it. I have it written down. So they launched a new partnership with Amazon, RLGY. The last time a stock that was mentioned with Amazon ran really huge. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it. I know it was involved with Whole Foods, but that time the stock was a super low float stock. It's going to drive me crazy all day trying to think of the name of that stock. But if any of you guys remember it, leave a comment down below. Tell me what it is. It's going to drive me crazy. But the last time Amazon got involved with Whole Foods and teamed up with a Whole Foods stock, and the stock just ran ridiculously huge from like $2 all the way up to like $20. This was like last spring, 2 years ago. But RLGY, pretty much same thing. Partnership, but this time RLGY has a really massive float. The float on RLGY is 113 million. That's a huge float. The average true range is 35 cents. And if we zoom out on this, the previous day this stock was at $5.20. With that news, it hit a high pre-market of $8. And then since it hit that $8, it fell all the way back down to $6.36. down to $6.20, grinded its way on up just before the market opened. I just had my eye on this. If this got back over $7, then I was going to start focusing more on it, but I didn't. But it just slowly just trickled off because, I mean, the flow is really, really massive on it. You're going to need a lot of volume to get going on a stock with the float at 113 million. So our LGY, not like it did last time when what I was just talking about, when a stock got involved with Amazon. But what else did we have? So many stocks were gapping up today. TRPX got halted, news pending, opened back up, $3.20, ran up to $4.20, pulled back to $3.70, and then rips up to $4.70. And then since that, it's just fell right back down because there's just no volume going into it. TRPX has 2.2 million in volume so far today. I don't even know what the float is on TRPX. Let's take a look real quick. TRPX. TRPX, it has a low float too. 3.5 million is its float, with an average true range of 20 cents. But at the time, CHMA was popping off. So you got to tell yourself, you always got to think of psychology. Where is the mob at? Where is the volume at? All the volume was over on CHMA because CHMA was moving in an ATM for a moment. KPTI gapping up this morning. Quick spike up, sells off all the way down. LCI was the big winner yesterday, going from almost $6 all the way up to almost $9. Very, very nice move. And then today, everybody's pretty much just taking their profits from the day before. But LCI, I'm going to say, is what kicked off everything gapping up really, really huge today. We had just so many stocks gapping up. And 90% of them just gapped up and then just sold off the rest of the day. CEI was another one gapping up today. Look at that. Gapped up, sold off. Cool is another one. Nothing happening with it. DFFN, gapping up pre-market, sold off. INFN, gapping up, selling off. So you see what I'm saying with all these stocks gapping up and just selling off right at the open? But another stock I want to talk about is SOLY. SOLY past 2 days has made great moves. And SOLY has been in play for like the last month, 2 months. Just simply keeping this stock on your back burner, could have presented opportunities with it. You could see here recently with it, it just trended down and down and down for 4 days. And then finally got a nice rebound for 2 days. Yesterday spiking from 12 up to almost $15, and then went into a range, and then a very nice close at the end of the day Friday. Or not Friday, yesterday, Monday. And then today, stock opens up, sells down from $14.50 down to $13.70, moves its way back on up over VWAP. And this is the opportunity right here. It claimed VWAP right there, and then was like putting in a descending wedge right there. And then breaks over $14.50, runs up all the way to almost $15, a little pullback right here, and then it just kept grinding its way on up to 1570, going into another little range, and then topping out just below $16. And then since that top out there, this just sold off, and now it's just trending back down. Nice opportunities on SOLY. I'm not going to get too much into it though. Another one is OSTK. If you're in the Discord chat room, I've been talking about OSTK the past week. OSTK has been in a range from $17 to $20. Yesterday, it broke through that support at $17, sold off very, very hard, all the way down to $16.30, and then came right back up like a zombie. Back up to 17, reclaimed 17, popped up to 1750, and then look at, this is so beautiful. Right here at $17, it just consolidated. And then going into the end of the day, this thing ramped all the way up to $18. This is what I'm talking about. Patience paying off at its best right here. Just keeping these stocks on your back burner. This is how the smart money makes money. They're not playing what everybody else is playing. They're playing stocks that were hot 3 weeks, a month ago, that's still volatile and has volume. So that right there, when this broke below 17 and then reclaimed 17, that showed right there that bears could not hold this down, and it's still bullish. And if you still look on the daily chart, right here, this big doji, that's a dragonfly doji. So this long wick right here, it fell below 17 and it came right back up. That's a sign that the bears could not hold it down, and the bulls took over and brought it right back up. And then going into today, with all of this in mind, OSTK opens up 1775 right at the open, spikes all the way up over 18 to 1830, back down to 18, and then falls below 18 down to the 1740 level and is just hanging around. You got to have patience with OSTK. This is more of like a position, and you got to look at this on bigger time frames. You can see it right here on the 60-minute chart. Just slap on a support right there at 17 and slap on a resistance. I'll put it right here at 20. But look at all this opportunity, and then just wait for it to come back down to that 17 level and see if it holds. But I hope you guys are all having a great day, kicking off the week green. I didn't trade yesterday. I took my trade today, made $500 on, what was it? CHMA. And that's another thing. When I tell people what I do and then the stocks I trade, they always ask me, well, what do they do? Majority of the time, I don't care what these companies do. I just trade them for profit. That's it. I'm not a long-term holder. I trade these the day that they're moving and move on. In and out. Use and abuse them. That's it. They're just pieces of crap small cap companies. Nothing more. But I'm not going to keep going along with this market recap. That's going to wrap it up for today, guys. If you're interested in the Discord group, I have a link in the description down below. And then I'm also dropping a video at 4 p.m. Eastern time today. So keep an eye out for that. Again, hopefully you guys are all starting the week off out on the right foot. having that patience, having that discipline, and study, 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 guys, because history always repeats itself and human nature never changes in the stock market. There's a great book you got to read. It's called Reminiscence of a Stock Operator. Stories in that book happened almost 100 years ago, and they're still happening today. And that's why I say human nature never changes. It's the life and story of Jesse Livermore. If you don't know who Jesse Livermore is, get on it. Learn about him. The guy was crazy, and that guy was a boss. Lost all of his money, first he got rich, lost all his money, and then got rich again, and then lost all of his money again, and then blew his brains out. Very, very wild guy, but he was one of the best traders of all time. And again, if you're interested in the Discord group, I have a link in the description. Always posting great educational stuff, guys. So take advantage of it. All kinds of great channels. Always in here all the time posting my thoughts. Take advantage of it, guys. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. And as I always say, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, 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 guys. Later.